What's up everybody, it's me, Johnny from Energy Cultivation. What we're about to do is the main form, or the exercise. I'm going to go ahead and do it with Reza over here and show it to you. Just run through it one time, and then after that, as Reza continues to go through the form so you can watch it, I'm going to explain some of the details that you just want to keep in mind while you do the exercise yourself. That being said, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to get started, and again we're just going to do the run through one time, and after the run through, Reza will go ahead and do the exercise while I give us some details. So if you'd like to follow along right now, you can, or you can wait till later. And either way, we'll discuss everything in details after this. Now that's the first part of the form, and there's actually another two parts. The first part was, as you saw, is going to be mostly with that movement. The next part is going to be a lot less movement, and the third part is going to be sitting down meditation. And again, we'll get into the details after I go through each part. So the second part is very simple and easy to do, and it's going to look a little something like this. Pretty much after you hold that for a minute, you can go ahead and get into the third exercise, which is going to be the sitting down meditation. We have a little warm-up for the sitting meditation, which you can lay down on your front of your body, and you can also lay down on your back. Do both for a few minutes each, just relax and comfortable, trying to keep the head straight. So when you lay on your stomach, you can place your hands like this and lay on the floor. And after you lay like this for a few minutes, you can turn out and lay on your back and just have your palms facing the ground, your feet normal. Or you can bring your legs up if it feels easier for you, so that your lower back can feel more comfortable. Whatever is most comfortable, you can do that, and then you'll do the sitting meditation. Sitting meditation is going to be pretty simple. If you can cross your legs, full lotus, like I'm going to do, that's what you want to aim for. But even as like a beginner, you can do it as Reza is going to demonstrate. You can be really relaxed and comfortable, and you'll still get the same effect. So I have my legs in lotus, but you don't have to. So don't stress yourself in trying to get into the position, and just go ahead and just try to keep in mind what I'm going to discuss after this little example. Okay, so we'll put it over here. And get into just sitting meditation. And we're going to want to hold that for some time. I don't want to obviously get into it in this video, but I just want you guys to see how you're trying to, keep yourself in pose. You don't have to worry about the posture. So let's talk about all of them. All right? If Reza, you want to just keep going through the exercise set for us, so that the audience out there can, get attuned to the movements, that'd be awesome. And I'll go ahead and describe kind of what you're going and doing. So he's going to start with the first exercise, and I'm going to just talk it through. So first what he does is he gets in his resting position, he puts his forearms up and his hands like inward on his hip bones. Because when you do that, then your chest can straighten out pretty easy, you can lift your head up, and there's no stress on like straightening your spine. From there, you can also root pretty easily and feel grounded. So when you're comfortable in this position, then you can start the actual movement, which will start going down, and his palms and his arms are going to maintain straight, and the fingers will be like this. You don't want open hands, and you don't want bent, anything like this. You want to avoid that. It might happen, but if you can remember to avoid doing things like that, you just want to keep your arms as relaxed as possible, as straight as possible at the same time. Okay? So he's going to go downward like this. Go ahead and just get started for now. And he's going to go on the inside. What's happening is that, do we have these posters inside the room? Okay. What's happening here is that we have the yin meridians. Go ahead, continue doing the exercise for me. He's going down the front. And then he's going back up. So this is actually your kidney meridian. It's your yin channel. Right? He's going up. And then inside his hands, his palms are facing each other. He's going to feel the electromagnetic energy there. Okay? And then the next movement, he's going to raise his hands up, and he's going to start lifting, coming inward. And as he does that, he's going in, now doing the upper part of his body, the yin channels on the upper part. So he's stimulating the inner channels of the upper body. So now we've covered, when he does his whole both arms, and as he did in the beginning, the legs, he's covered the whole entire meridian system of the yin channel meridian system. So that's the first thing we want to do. And his hands get back to here, and he comes back behind him. It's going to look just like this, like he's holding the ball right behind him. So if you can see this, he's just doing this behind here. He's just bringing his hands like this. Okay? And as he brings his hands back this way, this is going to restabilize your center so that you get back to your center again really easily. Right? From that point, okay, once he's got this, he's going to go up to what you might have heard as the microcosmic orbit. So it's his back of his hands face each other, and he starts rising up his spine like this, up his front like this. It's actually the energy is going up the spine. That's why I said that. What happens, the energy goes to the spine, and as he starts descending down the front, the energy starts going down the front of the body. When it gets back to the center, it'll release, and you can let your arms come up and raise. At this point, okay, you work the microcosmic orbit, which works your spine. I work the spine on the body, and the front, which is your main channel for your energy, your yin-yang energy channel. There's also these two other channels which go along the legs. Okay, they come up the legs, and they go all the way to this point on the head, and then there's another main channel that goes up to this point. So these are our three columns. There are three column channels of power, really, and stability and root. So the next movement is going to cultivate that, where he goes ahead, and he's going to focus on one hand, let it drop, and the whole point is also to throw your attention to that hand. It's going to come up, and then he's going to look at the next hand, and it's going to throw his attention that way. And it's going to stimulate that whole channel from his head down to his toes, all the way down to his feet. Actually, the channel comes from the base of the foot right here. It starts right here on the foot, and it goes straight up all the way to this point, and it's equal on both sides. So other than the microcosmic orbit, which starts at the perineum, comes up to the forehead, and comes back down the front again, there's also these other two sub-channels that are crucially important to your cultivation and martial art practice. Okay.